It's one of those days where I just don't want to do this job, this specific job. And it's not that it's hard, it's just time consuming and tedious to me. Or maybe I just don't feel like it. Or maybe I didn't have a good meal this morning and I'm just not feeling it. But um but I think actually, you know what it is? I'm starting to realize that I hate or I get irritated when I have to keep coming back to the same property to do work. And I was talking to my mom about this, and she was explaining to me, yeah, she's like she feels the same way, and she explained it in her situation that she had, but it relates to mine, and it's almost like even though you finish with that task that day, when you get called back to do something else on that property, it feels like you never finished. It's like, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That's maybe that's it. It's cause like, oh, I'm still not finished with this job. I have to keep, even though I got paid for the last thing. For example, like I have like 4 or 5 clients where, and I shouldn't complain. I'm not complaining. I think I'm just getting irritated. um, I shouldn't complain because it's business, right? It's repeated business, but then I just realized that I I get irritated because I have to. Like I was saying, there's 5 clients, about 5 clients where I'm damn near remodeling their house, and it happens. And I've been doing this for like 2, 3 years. Like every other week, I'm back at their house. It's almost like a schedule thing, or like I work there, or I'm like their butler, or whatever it is. I'm like the Alfred of their house, Alfred from Batman. So I'm like, I have to keep going back. Like one client, I'm there like every Thursday. There's another client where I'm there every week after 12 because that's when they're available. And it's like, but there's something new I have to do at every time. But then it's like, because it's the same property or the same person, it feels like I've never finished. And because it's so um, frequent, that it just feels like it'd probably be different if I came back after a month or two. But since it's like week after week or every other week, it feels like I'm never done, or I will never be done. Again, it sounds like I'm complaining. I think I'm just irritated, and I just want to say I'm grateful because these people are patient with me and they trust me, and I'm thankful for that because there's some stuff I haven't done before, but I know I could do it. For example, they're like, "Oh yeah, we want our floors done. We want to change our floors in our bathroom. Like we want to put laminate floors." I'm like, "Oh okay. Look, I've never done it before, but I could do it." But that doesn't. And they're like, and they were confused. Like, wait, so how do you know? I was like, "Cause I've seen it. I've seen it done. I've done it with somebody else, but I've never done it on my own. I've never done it on my own, but I'm confident enough that I can do it. And it might take me longer than a flooring person, but I know I can do it. And I'll give you guys a decent price, a fair price. Like I'll give you guys a discount for like bearing with me, and they're okay with that because they trust my work and they see my work is I stand behind my work. I take pride in my work, and I give good quality. And it's like a win-win for both of us. I learn a new skill, I get practice, and they get a discount on the job or on the price, and they get good quality service, almost as good as a person that does flooring for a living. But let me go into this job. I have to replace the base flooring of the cabinet because this is a job we've done before where there was a leak. There was a pipe. It's an old house, but there was a PVC pipe running underneath and between the cabinets, to go to the water angle stops, and the rats had chewed through the PVC, and we had to find the leak and repaired it. Now we're coming back to repair the base of the cabinet.
So the story with this job is that there was, you can see that pipe in there. Now it's a PVC pipe. That's how old this house is. It should have been copper, but somebody must have did something and just did a quick fix and put a PVC pipe in there. And what happened was that rats chewed through it and caused like a spray, and it damaged the bottom of this cabinet. So we had repaired it a while back, and we left the cabinet open like this, the bottom open, to see if there's going to be any more leaks. And so they came back a week or two later and said, "Oh yeah, there's no more leak." So now the property manager said, "Hey, can you just cover this hole up?" I said, "Do you think we should replace the whole thing?" They said, "No, just cover it up." I said, "Okay." So I got some particle board and just cut out pieces and of the length and put them in there. As you can see, there was a metal like railing that goes down the middle, and so I had to cut two pieces in half, or not cut two pieces, but cut a piece of wood in half and put on each side. It's houses like these that make me kind of skeptical about like buying investment property, because from working on this house, I can't tell if this is just the tenants that are messing up this house or if it's the owner just being like a slumlord and just collecting money. Because this kitchen is bad, but the rest of the house is like worse. Especially the roof. The roof, I could give this roof another year or two. It's going to cave in. I went on top of that roof because there's some shingles that have blew off, and there are at least 5 large weak spots to where I was afraid to step on it, because I could tell it was weak, and I would go through that roof. And then on top of that, there's the fence on the outside perimeter. It's gone. I think it's only being held up by a tree that it's leaning up against. And then the fence, and this is a corner house, so the fence that they share on with a neighbor, they have, it's very little space to walk through, and that's where the electrical box is, the main panel, and then that's where like the exhaust vent for the dryer. And there was a story behind that. I'll probably tell that in a different story or a different video. But yeah, it's just houses like this I kind of don't like working on, because it's like I don't want to work on this house or just do like a quick fix when there's a lot more stuff that needs to be fixed. But it's a property management that makes the call. And like, for example, right here, I wanted to replace the whole bottom, but they're like, "No, just place a particle board over it." I'm like, "Okay, all right, no problem." And just this whole layout, you see how there's a hose going through that?
All right, so all done with that job. And I think also what played a part with doing that job and irritation is that the whole thing should just be replaced. The things are water damaged. It went up to the sides. So I know we had cut holes in the base to the baseboards in order to find a leak, but the water damage was so bad that it soaked the baseboard and it went up to the side. So everything's like warped and everything and crumbling and falling apart. I think that's another reason why like I didn't want to do it, because me, I rather in that situation I'd rather just replace the whole thing. I don't like repairing broken stuff. Like the saying goes, you can't polish shit, so yeah, I think I'm done for today. Actually, I'm about to text this one client to see if they want me to come by. Something wrong with the AC. They never said. They said it could be something as simple as swapping or cleaning the filter, but I'm gonna find out once I go there right now. I'm gonna text them to see if they respond in time, because I do have another appointment at 3:25. So yeah.